In this video, we're going to talk about stocking your pond or lake. I live in the Oklahoma area, so the variety of fish that we have over here in this area is going to be your largemouth bass, your copper-nosed bluegill, native bluegill, hybrid bluegill, black crappie, channel catfish, red ear brim, fathead minnows, and grass carp. Now, to keep things simple, let's say you have a 1-acre pond, you just built it and you want to stock it. So here's some of the fish that you can put in it. And like I said, there's a lot of preference here. If you like crappie, you can stock a pond in that direction, or bass. But I'm just going to go over a general stocking rate right now. So you can go in with 100 bass per acre. You can go in with 100 crappie per acre. 500 copper-nosed bluegill or a native bluegill would be suggested. Now, if you want to add a little bit more sports fish, you can go in with 200 of the hybrid bluegill, and I'll get into that fish a little bit later. 200 red ear per acre. I like those because they tend to help reduce the amount of parasites in the pond by eating the snails and crustaceans that are there that actually host the parasites. 100 channel catfish per acre. 10 pounds of minnows per acre, and the reason those can be important in the beginning because you don't have an established ecosystem yet, and they may become less important as time goes on. Grass carp is another fish that you can add to your pond. Normally you don't have to do this right away in a brand new impoundment because you just don't have vegetation established. Now, you can put a few in if you want to avoid any type of vegetation issues, but vegetation overall is good for a pond or lake. So again, grass carp, good to put in, 10 per vegetated acre. So that's not 10 per acre, that's 10 per vegetated acre. One thing I want to make very clear is when you add the bass in there, they require a very solid forage base. They need bluegill to be able to gain weight. Minnows can help add to that, but minnows, in an established lake, become probably less and less important over time. So having a good solid bluegill base, and the bluegill mean a native bluegill, a copper-nosed bluegill, something native to your area. It takes about 5 pounds of bluegill to roughly give you about a pound of bass. That changes a little bit depending if you're down south or you're up north. Now, I told you I'd talk about hybrid bluegill. Fun fish to have. The thing is, they're great for kids. They're a cross between a green sunfish and a perch. They should be more considered a predator fish than something that's going to feed your bass. So if you add those in, take in consideration that they're going to be more of a predator, and you need to keep that bluegill number, a native bluegill number, up. So to wrap things up, we have a pond that doesn't have an existing population. We went over what you can stock. And when I mentioned stocking, most of your fish farmers, I would say, in the central United States, will carry the fish that we discussed in this video. There's other fish, a lot of other fish available in the state of Oklahoma that you catch in ponds or lakes, but normally fish farmers just won't raise them. So those are your stocking rates. I hope it did help you out. You can leave some comments below if you have any questions, and I'll do my best to answer them as quick as possible. Thank you very much, and have a good day.